What's going on, YouTube? Donnie with DER Reptiles. I figured we would go ahead and go live tonight. I heard that there's a couple of you that want me to go live more, so I went ahead and went live tonight for Free Talk Friday. So we'll wait, see who shows up, and we will go from there. If you're here, make sure you say hi so I know somebody's listening. What's going on, Iron Dog? How you doing? How's it going, TJ? Told you guys I would try to go live more, but since you guys want me to go live, guess what? I am going to go live. Let's just say Fridays and Saturdays for now. Maybe more coming. Who knows? And we do have a small update. I did some more water bowl changes, so we'll go through that here in a minute. We're going to take a good look at a few pregnant girls, hopefully. Gravid females, crossing my fingers. So we'll see there. See if I can find myself on YouTube. You know, I'm secretive and all, so I don't know if I'm going to find myself. But we will see if I can find myself on here. Let's see here. So, what's everybody's plans for the weekend? And there we have it. I found myself. Sweet. That is awesome, TJ. Can't wait to hear it. Put the word out for... Just put the word out on the TGA Family Network. Oh, okay. Put the word out for what? So, my week was really long. Just like always, the weekends are going to be really short. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Iron Dog. Got a package, or a little envelope here. We're going to wait to see what that's all about. Because that is some stickers from somebody. And I'll talk more about my stickers here shortly. Because I got to get some stuff together. And where are my stickers, by the way? Right here. Alright. So, Iron Dog, you got any retics? If you do, how big are they? But yeah, it's going all right. We got some rain here today. TJ, you got a boa? Sweet. If I get a boa, I want a sun glow boa or an albino. Those things are awesome. Not yet. Looking for a bigger place than... Oh, okay. That's sweet. You can get them while they're small. Small, though. And you got a BCI boa about 7 foot. What are you feeding him? Or her? What is going on, Gail, from over the pond? How are you doing today? Yeah, TJ, I know you got a building for yours, and I'm jealous. 5 people watching. Extra large jumbo rats. Wow. How much? How many do you feed him, and how often? I'm considering getting a boa, but they're awful bitey when they're young. And I know biting, that kind of stresses out the snake anyway, so. Does it feel more like old times now that we're DER Reptiles again? Zamora Reptiles, what's going on? Welcome to the vlog. Or live stream, sorry, live stream. And yes, Zamora, this is what I'm going to be sending out to you. Probably next week. That way, we can do some sticker trading. I got quite a few stickers to send out, actually. I think about 15 or 20 of them. So, I'm going to send them all out at once, and one trip to the post office and be done. What's going on, Gerald? How you doing? Just figured I would jump on here on a Friday night, talk about some snakes. I hope it looks good on your board, Zamora. CJ, yes, you're going to get one too. Hopefully, you're going to make it over here soon. Make sure you don't do too much while you're driving there, CJ. But I know you're here. That's the main thing. So yes, there are some big changes coming, hopefully. I don't want to get into that right now, but look for some changes to be coming. Nothing but good, though. I've been thinking about this for a long time, so I got something, I would say up my sleeve, but I don't have any sleeves, so I just got something brewing. How's that? Yeah, this change, it's going to be a big change, I'll tell you that much. Big change. Got 6 people right now. We'll give it another couple minutes. And then we'll start looking at some gravid females. I think they're gravid anyway. Because I got a couple of them looking like the vanilla was before she was getting ready to lay. So I'm crossing my fingers on that. They are definitely looking big. So, oh yeah, Zamora, I do. You'll get some. I haven't even sent any out yet. I gave one away. I got 100 of these bad boys. So, I wanted to make sure. I don't have DCR. I only got DER because I didn't want to buy stickers until I decided what I wanted to do with the channel. And now that we are officially DER, that's why I got the stickers. So yes, DER stickers only. Let's see here. What's going on, Jason? How you doing? I kind of watched some of your live today, but it was after the fact about your incubator build. I'll probably watch it later, just so you know. And Jason, if you send me your email or your address, I'll send you one of these if you want one. And Gail, I may be able to send you one or two over there too if you want one. You're welcome, Jason. I know. Yeah, I think I do too, to be honest. I guess it's, that's how I started the channel. So that's kind of, sentimental, I guess. But I like DER better. So now that we got 8 people, let's go ahead and start showing off some girls. Okay, Gail, email me at, well, it'd be good if I put it in the comments here. There you go. There's the email, Gail. All right. Let's go ahead and, of course you're at work, Jason. You're always at work. Zamora, D-E-R is my initials. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at some, hopefully, gravid females. So, as a lot of you know, I'm working with a gene that is not out there yet, and I'm trying to prove it out. So, I'm going to go ahead and take the phone off of this. It's going to be a bumpy road there for a minute. Hopefully I don't drop the phone. Sorry if I do. Look at that. Look at that skill. All right. So, what's going on, Bob Biker? So, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple gravid females, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and get my step stool because, you know, I'm so tall, I need to shrink a little bit. And this step stool is going to help me do that. So, let's get the step stool. What's going on, mother? I seen that part of the live. How it's kind of sly there. Ball pythons. What's going on, Heather? Alright, let's take a look at Bonnie because you guys know that Bonnie was my first official ball python I wanted to breed because I liked albinos. What do you guys think? You think she's gravid? She's awful thick in here. I think she is. Hopefully, she has locked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times with the male pied. So, they've been, what's going on, Laura? I put that male pied in with her 6 times, and they've locked up 5 times of that. So, hopefully, she's gravid, and hopefully, she's gonna lay. Well, looks like she's coming up here to say hi. She's a very lovely snake. Very tame, docile, whatever you want to call it. Now, of course, let's look at my biggest girl. Well, there's a tie. I think there's a tie between 2 girls of mine. This girl here weighed in at a whopping 3,700 grams. A little over that, actually. Pull this tub out. I'm pretty sure this girl's gravid. Look how big she is right in here. Look at that. Pull me back a little bit, mama. There you go. Look at that big girl. That is a huge girl. Super Pastel, bred to my spinner, which is the same pairing as last year. I will be doing something different for her next year. What yet, I don't quite know, but I will be breeding her to something else next year. Next, I also bred the spinner to Pixie, which I don't know if she's going to take or not. She is very, she's eating like a champ right now, as much as she can eat, but I'm really not sure on her. I don't think she's going to take, but that's okay with me. If she don't take this year, I'm fine with that. I just wanted to pair her and see what I could do. But that's a classic that I paired to the spinner. Next girl is, and I'm not pairing her, Pixie up anymore. She's pretty much done for the year. She's locked up 4 out of 5 times, so if she does give eggs, good. If not, that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Next, we have Iggy. If you remember this girl, the first year I bred her to... What did I breed her to the first year? I bred her to the spinner the first year, and she gave me a banana, so she took the little swimmers from the banana from AEP. Last year I bred her to a classic, and she gave me, first year she gave me 4 eggs, 2 good ones, 2 bad ones. Last year she gave me 5 good eggs. So this year I bred her to a male pied because I'm going to try to prove her out to be het pied. And she is kind of big, but she's not one to really show her gravid part. So hopefully she'll go ahead and lay for me again this year and prove out to be het pied. That would be awesome. But that's probably the only pied clutch that I'm going to have this year, if she does in fact lay. Now, next one we're going to look at is Gwendolyn. It's a classic female bred to one of my cinnamon gullies. Now, they have been together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they've been locked up 4 times out of the 6. So she's kind of stressed out, looking like she could strike at any minute. Normally she's a sweetheart, but I don't know if she's going to take or not. But we will see. I'll give it a couple more pairings, and then I'll probably stop her for the year. Next one is Guinevere, which this girl is kind of, I don't want to say touchy, but you got to watch her because you never know her attitude. She's never struck at me, but she did strike at Reagan. See her. She's been, one of the cinnamon gullies was with her for 5 times, bred 3 times. But if you look at this girl, what she's doing, she's laying very similar to the way the vanilla was laying. She may or she may not be growing follicles. But that is a classic bred to my cinnamon gully. Golly, whatever you want to call them. Which after I can breed some of my own, I'm probably just going to rename it. That way, we'll just call it that name and be done with it. Next, we're going to look at, and I always mispronounce this name, Signory, or something like that. Sigourney. This girl's a big girl. And as you can tell, this girl is a darker girl, so she gives off darker colors. But as you can tell, I changed all the water bowls to the couplings and the 16-ounce deli cups in this rack today. So the only racks I have left is these 2 here and that big stack of racks right there. Those are also going to get 4-inch couplings with 16-ounce deli cups. So let's take a look here. This is a big girl. Don't know if she's gravid, but hopefully she is. If not, that's fine. But yeah, that is her. Now this next girl is Veronica that I'm getting ready to show you. And she is a big girl. She's the one that is putting a big match up on my Super Pastel female over there. Oh, she's at the front of the... This could be good viewing right here. This is Veronica. She is a big girl. I believe she's gravid. I don't know for sure. As you can tell, she is kind of skittish. So yeah, that is all of my females that are either gravid or I'm not sure. She's following me like a hawk. Alright, there we go. So, that's all my females that I think are going to go this year. Bonnie, I'm probably 80 to 85% sure. Lillian here, I'm 100% sure she's going to go. And I think she's going to give me probably 12 or 13 eggs. So, that's going to be awesome. Eggs in the incubator. If you remember, the vanilla gave us 7 eggs. One of them was a boob egg. And it didn't look like it had any veins. Here is a small update. The update on that is I pull the tub out once a week. I changed the paper, the press and seal paper on the top because of condensation. I have one egg that I didn't want to tear off, so it's kind of sitting up at an angle, and it's about that close to the top of the tub or the paper, and I don't want that hanging down and touching it, so I switch out the press and seal once a week. And I got out the eggs today, changed out the press and seal, but before I did that, I looked at that boob egg, and there was no veins, and it was starting to mold. So I took it out, tossed it in the trash. So we are down to 6 eggs in that clutch. Perfectly pure white eggs. I did not candle the rest of them because I know they are good. I don't want to stress out the snakes and cause them to potentially have a kink. And you guys want me to pick up Veronica? I can do that without getting bit. I'll kind of lower it here so hopefully you guys can see. I don't want to go too low because then you won't be able to see me when I stand up. This here's Veronica. So let's see if I can get her pulled out here. Come here, little lady. Like a boss. See? What's going on, bad blood? So this here's the Veronica. I think she's gravid, but I'm not for sure. She does start to swell up about from here down. So that is a good sign. I don't know if you guys can tell that or not. But this is Veronica. She is a big girl, as you can tell. She's not quite as big as a Super Pastel, but she's getting up there. So I'm going to go ahead and throw her back in her tub. It's alright, sweetheart. There you go. And just as an update, Lillian has not ate for the past 2 weeks, and the last 2 times I put that spinner in with her, there was no lockup. So I imagine she's done for the year, and she's probably just buying time until she is ready to lay. Big snakes are a lot harder to tell when they're gravid. That is very true. And for me, since this is only like my 3rd year breeding, and I've only got a handful of clutches under my belt, I'm still new at this. Hopefully, in the this year, maybe next year, I'm going to get me an ultrasound machine. That way I can do a little bit of cheating and look inside the snake to see what's going on. Because, I don't know, I'd rather look inside there and see it on a screen saying, hey, them eggs are about this big, they're getting big and she's going to go. So, that's why I want one, so I can determine if they're going to go or not. And that way I can stop pairing if they're not. Buy you one too? Well, if I hit the lotto, I won't have to buy you one because we'll have one at the shop. But, exactly. Ultrasounds are nice. I just got to figure out what one to get. And sorry about the shaking. That is the tripod here. But I just got to figure out where to get one, and I got to get the money together for that. But as far as what clutches I'm going to have available, that is a very good question. I know you guys didn't ask it, but you may be wondering. Most of the clutch that's in the incubator is going to be available, and all the clutch for the Super Pastel, that's going to be available. Some of Bonnie's clutch may be. I need to see what the male-female ratio is on that. Because as you guys know, I am going for double heads so I can get my albino pied. That's one snake that I've always wanted, so that's what I'm going for. So if I get, one female and the rest males, yes, I'll sell some of the males. But if I get multiple females and one or two males, I'll probably keep the whole clutch. If the possible het pied girl, Iggy, if she proves out and gives me some pieds, I'm probably going to keep the visuals and sell the hets. Heather, you are successfully breeding mice now. Still can't stand them. I do not have any mice anymore. I fed them all off 2 weeks ago. But, yes, 2 of my snakes eat mice, the ones that are picky eaters. So, yes, I will have to go buy some mice, but I'd rather buy them when I need them versus breeding them and dealing with them. If I had more than 2 snakes, yes, I would still breed my own. Well, 2 snakes that ate mice, I'll put it that way. So does anybody have any questions about the pairings and the clutches potentially coming? And anything with the Golly gene, whatever you want to call it, those are going to be holdbacks unless I can tell for sure that that gene is not in there, and then I would possibly let that one go. Alright, now it is time to see what I have in this envelope. This is somebody from Instagram. You guys need to check them out, and you'll find out who here very shortly. But good people, beautiful snakes, very nice people. And let's see who these stickers are from. First, we'll see what they say. Yep, I got some stickers in there. It says, thank you for your support. We hope that you continue following us on this amazing journey. We wish you the best of luck and can't wait to see what you bring into the hobby. We look forward to adding your sticker to the incubator. So who am I talking about? Well, I am talking about, I got got their business cards and 2 sizes. These stickers are, I'm going to block this real quick, dynamic scales. So, this is their stickers. There's the bigger one. Well, let me get my hand out of the way here. There we go. Dynamic scales. Says established 2017. Dynamic scales, our balls fit your needs. Then I got a smaller one, like so. And then I got a different one, which is like so. So I got some decisions to make on what I want to put on my incubator. Thank you, Dynamic Scales. If you see this, these are awesome. Appreciate it. Yours will be going out hopefully next week. Now, got a question saying, what plans do you have for the trick? That's a very good question. For one, I would like to get more tricks because they are awesome. But I want to throw it into Pied first. If I can do that, I'll be happy. Could you imagine an albino Pied trick? That would be sweet, wouldn't it? By the time I get a trick Pied, I may just breed that to my albino Pied. Then it'll be a trick Pied head albino. And then breed that back to the albino Pied and get trick albino Pieds. So yeah, I'd like to throw it into the albino Pied or even the dreamsicle when I get that. Because everybody knows I'm going for dreamsicle. Laura, very good question. Yes, you guys can see the trick gene. I will show it to you once again. Because these things are awesome. You talk about a busy pattern snake. This is actually what I believe to be a trick gully female. She is a little small right now. Hopefully I could beef her up a little bit for next year. But this is a very underrated gene. See how busy that pattern is? How that blushing comes up the bottom. Calm down there, sweetie. She's kind of a wild one. She hasn't been held much. But that's alright. Love them all the same. There we go. There's a good close-up of the head. But this is the Trick Gully female. Very busy pattern, similar to the Hurricane. I love the Trick gene. It is awesome. I definitely want more of them. Let's go ahead and pull out the Gully gene, just so those of you that are newer to the live, that I am not sure. I'll have to ask the breeder I got her from. But those of you that have not seen the Gully gene, this is the original female to all of the other Gullies that I have. So I'm going to get this back a little bit. Now this girl has struck at me before. If you remember, I was showing this girl off and she actually came up and bit like this, or snapped, But she did not bite me. She only put her head up against me like, hey, bud, get out of the way. I do not want to be messed with. And she's kind of looking at me now like that. I'm not going to get bit. She's still kind of shy, which is okay. I'm not worried about it. But we will see what we can do here. You guys may actually see me get bit on this one. Come here. Nope, she's not going to bite. She's good. She's good. So this here is a gully female. Let me back up a little bit. Alright, there you go. I gotta show you off. Calm down. I'm trying to show you off a little bit. Don't want her too close to my face. But this here is a gully female. It is not a normal, but a gully female. It looks a lot like one, but it is not. You can tell there's blushing on the sides there. The head, if she'll stay still, has a maroonish color to it. I don't know if there is a super trick, Iron Dog. I was asking a breeder at the Reptile Tampa Repticon, and I don't think that there is a super trick as of yet. Now she don't want to go back in her tub. Here you go, sweetheart. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a cinnamon, and then I'm going to pull out a cinnamon gully. The plain gully, it's hard to tell between that and a normal or classic, but let me show you the difference between a cinnamon, what I believe to be just a cinnamon, and then a cinnamon gully. So, that's a cinnamon gully, cinnamon. And of course you just went big. I believe this to be just a plain cinnamon. See how dark the cinnamon is? And underneath is white. And how all this in here is white. Like right in here. Well, there's a difference there. See how that's all real white? This here's just a cinnamon. Single gene cinnamon. This is a male. So, let's go take a look at the cinnamon gully. You can really tell the difference between the cinnamon and the cinnamon gully. Let's go to your brother. Alright, so this here is a cinnamon gully. As you can tell, it looks very similar, and the yellow is not really picking up, but it's more yellow in here. And the belly is a lot more darker. And it's yellow right in here. The color is kind of a faded yellow, a little bit yellow there. And it is darker right up in here. So I believe that the gully gene is a darkening gene, which is okay. But this is a cinnamon gully. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference on camera or on video, but if you was here, you could tell the difference pretty easy between the cinnamon gully and the cinnamon. And I'm looking to take that regular cinnamon and breed him to my lesser pastel and make some, what do they call them? Pewters? Pewters, I think. But yes, this is a cinnamon gully. All right. So, any more questions? That snake has the word poop written on its side. I never noticed that. Let's get him back out. That's a good observation. His name is Dalton. No, his name is Frank Dalton. Oh, I see it now. Come here, sweetie. Come here, bud. You talking about right there? P-O-O-P? Is that what you're talking about? Has to be. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Calm down. I did not notice that. But yeah, this is named after one of the famous Daltons on out of the Dalton gang. But yes, I am not looking to sell any of the gullies as of yet. I want to really produce a lot and see what it can do before I sell it, or before I make it available. But I just want to really put the Golly gene in a lot of my genes that I have in my collection to see what it can do, if I even think it's marketable. Because I know it takes a lot for somebody to believe in a gene, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the legwork on it. I know the trick is one of those genes that is very, to me, underrated, because it is just a busy gene snake, and not a lot of people doing anything with it. Hopefully, I can do some stuff with it and help bring it back into the market. There's a lot of those single genes that are underrated, and you know, it's just got to be put with the right morph to actually make it just stick out like crazy. So we'll see what we can do here. I do plan on getting some new additions this year. I got a couple on hold right now, but it's nothing real special, but it will help advance one of my projects. So I think right now that is going to be it for Free Talk Friday. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. I will be back tomorrow night. And what's going on, DEA? How's it going? Yes, Blitz is the same way. As you guys know, Olympus Reptiles made the Calico Blitz, and that turned out to be a pretty awesome snake. So it's going good here, DEA. Just got some, I don't know if was you on my last live? Yeah, you was on my last live. Yep, you was. I got me some new stickers in. Dynamic Scales sent me some. And if you've sent me your information or contacted me, I will be sending out stickers next week. Tomorrow, I'm going to get everybody's name together, addresses together, and get everything in envelopes. And then I'm going to have to take them to the post office to get stamps for them. So, I think there's like 15 or 20. So, my hand's going to be cramping. But that's all right, because that's all for you guys. You guys have supported me from the beginning. Some of you from the beginning, some of you here of late. And it's just my way of saying thank you. And, you know, it's just something from me to you guys. But, I hate to do this, but I got to jump off of here. And I will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, make sure you come back tomorrow night. We'll see what else is going on. You never know what's going to happen here at DER Reptiles. So, have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I will see everybody later. Bye.